Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Going to do one cast today. Today's Monday the 9th of December, and I'm up at the lower side of the Narrows. Water's off. They ran water for 3 hours this morning, about 2 units from 7 to 9, or 7 to 10, and it's been off all afternoon. And they're supposed to run it again here in a little bit for a couple hours. And I don't think that's going to be a pattern that we're going to see this week. It's supposed to get colder, so I think they'll run water more, but it's nice today. Coming up here, I didn't see any boats. So I knew there were some boats. Actually, there were, 4 or 5 guides out this morning. And I bet you Blake is still out, and I bet you he's up around the corner. Okay. I'm gonna get the boat turned around here. Sitting about 4 foot of water. I think the lake's sitting a little high right now. I'm fishing on top I've got a number 16 black zebra midge. It's all 6X tip with that's a gold, no, it's a brass head, copper wire. And then I've got a number 16 or number 14 peppy scud. Ouch. About a foot below it. Hard float indicator. I'm sitting quite a ways off the channel. The lake seems like it's sitting a little high. It's usually not this deep out here. I'm going to go towards the channel, but I'm not going to fish the channel. I'm going to stay out here on the flat. I wasn't sure what I was going to do when I came up, because all the way up here until I got to the Fall Creek, there was no chop. It was real still. I came around Fall Creek and there's a chop, and the wind's kind of out of the north. I don't know, north something. So the wind really didn't hit the lake until I got, ooh, there's some nice fish up here, midging. Not very many. I don't see any midges in the air. And I'm going to go ahead and work the float just a little bit because of the scud. Make it swim a little bit. They still might hit the midge, but the midge is, I mean, they are midging a little bit, and I might get a bite on the midge, but the midge is really like using it as a weight. Make sure that scud gets down. You could use a split shot, real tiny one. But you increase your chances of getting bit if you put a fly on instead. Nothing on the first cast. Got up here and forgot my life jacket. I'm moving it probably about 6 inches. A little rainbow. I might have him foul hooked, actually. I do. Not sure how that happened. He bolted before I even set the hook. Okay. Got him in the belly. He don't count. Oh, eat it. Got him. Got him in the mouth. Oh, it's a little brown. It's about the same size as the one that Blake got the other day. Real small. And he took the midge. And he took it kind of deep. Should come out pretty easy. There we go. So the temperature is supposed to drop tonight, and I think the high tomorrow is 40. And the next day, Wednesday, the high is only in the 30s. So I think we'll probably see a little more generation those days. I had a fish looking at the zebra midge. He didn't eat it. I think I need to go a little deeper. I keep looking. That is a little over 4 feet. It should be deep enough, but I'm still going to go about a foot deeper. And the reason is I just want to make sure that that scud is on the bottom. It's a little after 4 o'clock now, so I am losing my chop. Should have came out a little bit earlier. Why? You hit that one hard. Yanked my float under. He probably hit the zebra midge. I don't know. I'm just guessing. It's hard to say. He dropped it pretty quick. Oh, you just barely touched it. think I'm getting a little bit of current now. I said they're supposed to run water, and they could have blown the horn before I got up here, and I just didn't hear it. A little bit of current would not hurt my feelings. Took the scud. Scud's a little bit harder to grab and flip a fish off compared to a jig. Yeah. I always like to try that once, I guess. Not too big, not too small. He's small enough to keep up here, less than 12. The wind keeps wanting to push my nose back around to the south. I can't see the bottom, it's just too dark. I think my depth is still pretty good. Little, well, I just had a bite, I wasn't watching. Ah, he hit it on the drop. That looked like a little brown too. Kind of want to go back up here and let's go back up here and fish the channel. There. That's small. Strong though. Oh, I got him on the midge. And that scud is all wrapped around him. So I hate about two flies. Oh, and I just broke him off. So I hate about two flies. Okay, let's see. My best chances to catch a fish here in the last 10 minutes or so. I would say a zebra midge. The number 18 green. Pretty small. I'm going to shallow it up quite a bit. Less than 2 feet. Okay. All right, fish. Got a really good chop. Had him for a second. I'm starting to see some midges flying around too. what's perfect current. Come on, fish. I got some fish over there in the channel that are midging. My next cast is going to be over in the middle of them. That float's got to go under for me to see the bite, though. Huh. I went right over the top of one. Well, fish is after my float. He finally found the midge. He hit my float like 4 times, me dragging it. And then he grabbed the zero midge. That's my luck today. Move on up here a little bit further. See, he's after my float again. Well, not the same fish. Come on, fish. I think I probably should, I might be fishing a little too deep with my midge. If they're up close to the surface like that. try it. Okay, it's a foot deep. All right, give it a few more minutes. Oh, that was a real small bite. I did not, my float was not that far out, so I could see the float a lot clearer, and the float just barely moved. So maybe that's my problem. I'm fishing out too far and I can't see the float good enough to see the bite. They're not biting it good enough to pull it under. It's possible. I think I saw it again. Ooh. Oh, that was a quick bite. I think that's my problem. I think I've been getting bites and I just hadn't seen them. They're not being super aggressive. Usually on these zebra midges, they'll grab them and hold on to them, and the float will just, oh, that was crazy. They'll hold on to them and the float will just kind of dip or go under, and this one's like, just like this. Just going under just for a second. I kind of hate to quit, but it's starting to get a little dark. Just checking my mic. I got new mics in, but I have not charged them yet. These are not cheap mics, so I'm not sure why this particular mic is shut off twice on me in the middle of doing one cast, so and that's not good. Oh, he hit it. There. Were you on the... You hitting the float again? So the fish was on there when I lifted the rod that time. Did not see the float move. Now he hit it again. Should be using a much smaller float. It's a pretty small float, but if I had one about half that size, I think I would see the bite. See, I just think I got another bite. They're so quick. They usually don't have to be this intense. Usually they give me plenty of time to set the hook. Not today. Let's see. They have not started the water yet. There he is. See? That was a normal bite. He took it under, held on to it, because I was not ready. I still had plenty of time. It's a little better fish. I'll get the net on this one. My forceps, they're not there. This 18 hook is real hard to get. That's why you need a good pair of forceps. Somebody took them out of my bag. He is right in the, oh, came right out. Whew. Hand's still wet. Yeah, I know. I'm glad you guys are in good shape. Good job. Losing my chop, which might not be a bad thing. maybe I'll see the bite a little better. I'm gonna have to go pretty quick. I wish I didn't lose my scud. And I think you can almost argue that I might should have tied a scud back on instead of a midge. I think I'm done. It's starting to get dark. The midges that are flying around are really tiny too. Yeah, I should have quit on that one. Okay. Gotta head in. Well, that was fun. Not a whole lot of action, but I think that's partly my fault. I know you can you kind of double your chance of catching a fish with 2 hooks, but you know, that happens a lot where you lose a fish. Does to me anyhow. You lose not a fish, but you break off because you've got 2 flies. Oh, I just had a bite. He came back. And it's almost not worth it. I feel like I have just as good a chance to catch a fish with 1 fly. If I'm going to use a scud, then use a weighted scud or a little split above it to get it down. It's pretty. Stop it. He is pretty. I need my forceps. It'd be so easy. He's hooked just right on the edge of his mouth. It's just so hard to grab that fly. Especially if you have fat fingers. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope I'm teaching while I'm fishing. I mean, I don't like just to fish, but ooh. I hope you're learning. The fish rose just right over there. I had to throw over there. Try one more. It's a whole lot of wood over there. A lot of down trees. There's fish on the other side of that log up against the bank that's midging too. It's hard. It's hard to quit. It really is. As long as I can still see the float. And these winter evenings that, the temperature stays, no, I mean, it's still probably 50 degrees out. Stays warm. It is so nice. Well, okay, I gotta go. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.